Hi, everyone. Um, so this is a difficult and sort of different type of video for me, and I didn't necessarily want to make this video, but I also feel like I kind of need to make this video. I have yet to figure out what I'm going to do about visuals, so probably I'm just going to come up with something like calming, and I'm just going to put that there the whole time, or, as long as it lasts. So this is not going to be an interesting one, and I apologize. So I am not going to go into a lot of detail because it's not really my style. But there's been a lot of stuff kind of going on, not only like very publicly in terms of certain authors and, as always, there's always people in like film and sports and media and politics, but in particular, right now there has been a very big story about someone in publishing and books, and then recently there was some stuff that went on with apparently people on YouTube, neither of whom I follow, but through people I do follow, was brought into awareness, I guess, of these things. And again, I'm not speaking of anyone in particular. I don't want to draw attention to it. I don't want to feed any of it. I don't want to add oxygen to certain people or certain conversations. But it's been really hard I would say, honestly, last year, but in particular the last month or so, because in particular this author, more information came out, and then this happened right on top of that. And so I feel like my entire feed in the last month in particular has been very heavily populated with people's thoughts and feelings about sexual assault. And so the thing is, I generally haven't said much. I usually kind of have made a few side comments, but I don't want to make videos about it for a lot of reasons. So I am a survivor of sexual assault, multiple sexual assaults from different people. And I have like very, very severe PTSD and social anxiety, and, stemming from, sexual assault, and also like some bullying and just other things that have happened throughout my life. It's been very challenging, throughout various stages of my life in terms of my mental health, in terms of, I've been highly suicidal at points, and it kind of has happened at moments where, and I'm certainly not taking blame for the things that happened, but I think moments that I was in, I would say my weakest points, is when these things have happened. And, that has led me to try to figure out some things, but, I've never really been one for, I certainly have not gone out of my way to draw attention to these people who've done these things. In most cases, only like the people closest to me know the names. In one specific case, those closest to me knew the names. I did report it. I went through all the right channels, and it resulted in me getting a warning about the damage it could cause to this particular individual. And in order to continue my own situation, I was the person who had to go through additional things and processes. So, it hasn't been a great experience. And this was in like a really key moment in my life. And it's had a pretty negative effect. And, I kind of ended up, this person was also a friend and, part of my friend group. And for most of my life, they continued to be a part of my friend group and my life, and had a lot of access to my personal space and my existence. And so it was very difficult. None of that really, I don't want to say it doesn't matter, but so the reason I'm making this is I think, it's very easy for people to engage because either they want to, I don't know, draw eyes to their own channels, be part of something, make content. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know people's motivations. In some cases, I think, even when the intentions are good, I don't know if people necessarily understand how challenging it is to be a survivor. And you only have a few places, I know for me, I have like carved out spaces in my life that I feel like are comfortable and I can be somewhat authentic. I'm never fully, I gotta be honest, I'm never fully feel safe anywhere. Just because, I'm always going to have that trauma. But places that I kind of escape to, I guess. I think you all know, those of you who follow and listen to my reviews and look at the kind of books I read, I am one to very much embrace these topics in the fiction I read and in the literature I read and in the works of fiction I embrace and deal with. But again, one of the biggest issues and one of the biggest challenges for sexual assault survivors is finding agency and like feeling you have control over anything, honestly, over your own existence. And for me, like, I do seek out those things because they are comforting to me, because reading, other writers who either have had that experience or obviously have a very strong empathy for, trauma. I can, you've probably noticed in some of my reviews, I get very upset when I don't think trauma is portrayed well. And I also, like I said, I seek those things out, but that's also because I can choose those. So coming onto YouTube, which is a place where I come to watch funny videos and listen to music I like, and in particular in the booktube space, like, share my love of books. Like, this is the only place in my life since I was a little kid, and I've had, other forms of trauma throughout my life. The only place I've ever felt fully like safe and whole has been in books. And so that's why I do this. I don't appear on video. I don't like to talk about a lot of things. I don't have any social media. This is my most social and engaged I am capable of being. And this space for me is the only place I have that feels safe and feels comfortable and that I feel in control. And so that's why, even though I'm very antisocial and really try not to be involved in things, that's why I'm here. And I just feel like a lot of the comments that I've seen, on people's videos, even in people's videos, have been very judgmental, criticizing survivors and choices they may have made, or, why they were in situations that put them at risk, which, please don't do that. Also, I don't understand, unless you're a survivor, unless this is someone you have a personal connection with, I don't really understand feeling the need to fill the space with these conversations. I feel like let the people involved, they can have the conversation. You can comment on their, videos, but I don't know that I need my feed being filled with everyone else's thoughts about people that they are in no way connected to, because I no longer like coming here. Because when I come on this page and I look at my channel, instead of seeing somebody's great and exciting favorite books or books they really liked, I honestly don't even like watching videos when people are like, books I hate, because it just makes me feel sad and I'm uncomfortable, and I don't like negativity in books. I didn't even used to give books ratings because I don't like saying bad things about books. And you can call me, I'm sure this will just generate all kinds of abuse, because that's what people like to do on the internet. And I'm still debating on whether I'm even going to post this. But I just need to speak for myself, and I am not speaking for all survivors, because obviously everyone is different. But I'm just asking and pleading with people to maybe incorporate that into other videos, and then add a content warning, or just sort of maybe step aside if it's not your experience, because I just want to know about what books you like. I don't necessarily need to hear about all the ways you think you would handle these situations if you haven't been there. And anyway, I don't know. This doesn't really have a point. So I think I'm stepping away. I probably will put some basic stuff up, but yeah, I just don't know if I feel comfortable anymore, and I need to hide in books, and I don't know. Okay, bye.